All right, the first one that I'm looking at today is this is a 1999 Jimmy.
Right.
Vehicle looks good. Don't particularly like the color, but this is an investment, not a driver. Tires on the vehicle look good. Engine is clean under the hood. This is a two-wheel drive with leather seats. Vehicle has got a smell. Of course, you can't smell it here, but it's got a hot water smell, and it's low on coolant. So that's going to tell me that there's not a blown head gasket or anything in the car, but it is going to tell me it definitely needs some coolant. It's not missing or anything. The interior's pretty clean on it. This is the kind of car that I think that we could probably retail in the $2,000, maybe the $1,700, $1,800 price range. It's got the tow package on it, good clean, like I said, interior on it, no rust. This kind of car that I'm probably going to put in $1,000 on and see how close I get. All right, now guys, when you smell a car getting hot, you see that it's low on coolant. One of the first things you want to do is pull the dipstick out of the oil and make sure that it's not milky looking. Pull it all the way out there, Les. Now, if you look at the dipstick here, you'll see that there's no milk looking on it. That's going to tell you that the head gasket is probably not blown on the vehicle. This may be just an easy fix of putting coolant in it and driving it on home and making you a pretty good car. All right, this is a 2005 Ford Focus. The vehicle's got 152,000 miles on it. Now again, tires are good on the vehicle. Headlights dirty. Vehicle is dirty, does need cleaning up. Got the little alloy wheels on it. Interior's good. All the power windows are working on the vehicle. This is a real good, just beater car. Go around. It's been repainted all the way over, but again, who cares on this vehicle? This kind of vehicle right here is going to retail pretty easy around the $1,500, $1,600 mark. You're going to try to buy a car like this around $700 to $800 and hopefully get it, but you're also providing somebody with just good transportation. They've got these little cars down pat as far as just being solid little old cheap cars. So this is the kind of buy that you want to try to make. Go through and split your money up a little bit later when you've got all your information and pick the top ones and go for it. All right, what I'm looking at this for, this is a 2003 Dodge Caravan. Now this old van is just what I kind of like to buy because old vans can clean up pretty good. Now I'm really looking at this one because I've got the same van in a town and country van, almost the same color and everything. Rubber is good on this van. Motor is quiet as can be, but now here's the reason that I'm interested in it, people, is because I have the same van and it could possibly make a donor van if I needed it. If I wanted to rob the engine from this one or some of the things and put in the other one, it's doable to do it. But the main thing is, if I put it onto Craigslist and I show it running a good donor van and I offer two vans out there for $2,000, it gives me a nice little package to the man that comes along and says, well, hey, I can change the motor out if I had to on those vehicles. So this is something that I look like. I always look at donor vehicles if needed to be. Again, this vehicle, just like the other one's going to weigh out pretty close to what I wound up having to pay for it. So don't get discouraged when you buy a vehicle and you found out, like I did, that I bought the vehicle. I bought it online. I found out that the rod was knocking in it. Hey, there's still a way out of it. All you've got to do is be creative.